Hey friend! I am so excited about this video. I have been wanting to do a sit down video that doesn't chop my head off, so let's fix that. I'm actually just gonna scoot back. This hair, I just got done drying it. Girl, she's curling, but it's like in my face. But anyways, I'm very excited to be here. I have these new pink lights in my bedroom, and something about it, I was like, this would be the perfect setup to do this Q&A. But let me just be honest with y'all, I'm really bad at Q&As. I get a wild hair. I do so much beauty content, so many makeup tutorials. I've added in some vlogs this summer. I have vlogs on my channel. But my main thing is that y'all love is makeup. So I do a lot of those because I thoroughly enjoy sitting down doing makeup. But I also love chatting. I love to talk. And I low-key kind of have been trying and wanting to do something that I can't tell you because it might be top secret. So anyways, something's in the works. We'll see. Get these bright ideas of like, oh my gosh, I would love to do a Q&A. But my DMs, my text messages, my emails, my comments flood with questions all the time. But it's very hard to capture all of those, you know, and like to house them for a while and then come back and like answer them, because I try to be very quick at just answering them like as I'm doing it, like checking them or whatever. So, but I like a Q&A and I'm like, oh man, I should have saved that for a Q&A or maybe like brought it back or whatever. So if I go to my stories on my IG, which y'all can follow my other socials here, which just search my name, I'll pop up. I do them to last minute. So then when I'm ready to sit and record it, the questions are not like, they're not all through. So I have like maybe 5 or 6 or 7 that have already come through and I'm like, well, that's not enough. So girl, I have some secrets that I use, and I use ChatGPT. If you do not use that and you create any content or have like some type of like e-commerce business or something, okay, it is golden. It's awesome. So I just went on there, and my ChatGPT, now mine knows me very well because I use it often. So it knows what I do, how I like it, how I like all the things. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me just do ChatGPT and see what questions they give me to answer for you. And I was reading through these and I was like, oh my gosh, these are actually questions that I do get asked. Like, this is wild. And it might be worded differently, but this is wild. So we're gonna do this. And I have like 7 different pieces to go through, and they're just a few questions in each one. I'm like, yeah, let's knock it out together. But anyways, if you're brand new to my channel, I'm Amber, and I've been on YouTube for a minute, and I love creating content for YouTube personally. Like, it is a joy of mine. Like, I don't feel like it's a chore. Like, I thoroughly love it. I'm gonna start with the first question. I'll pop them on the screen. How do you come up with ideas for beauty and lifestyle content? So we're gonna talk about a little content creation. I come up with them because you ask me questions. Like, low-key, any questions that you have, it like makes me spark of another similar idea. But you always ask like, what am I using, how do I do it, and things like that around my content. So a lot of my beauty content is like a how-to, or what did I find, or what am I using type thing. That's honestly what triggers it. You know, sometimes selfishly I have ideas because I'm like, dang, this would be so good, like beneficial for you in some way, but I'm always thinking about how it can help you out. So that's how I come up with my content ideas. And then I also, honestly, I just go off of like what is most trending as far as things that I'm passionate about and that are authentic to me. And then if that is something I feel confident that I can hit on, then I will do it. Another question was, what is your favorite video that you've ever created so far? I feel like that's a really hard question to ask, I feel like that's a really hard question to answer, because I have a lot of favorites. I love, personally, I'll just maybe answer it this way. What I like watching, because then that allows me to know what I love the most. But I love watching real life mess ups when it comes to vlogs. Like, they're not always perfect. They're very relatable, things like that. So anything that I've created that I show my mistakes or like little hiccups or something along the way, but something that's also super, super relatable, then those are always my favorite ones to make, or that I have already made. Can you share any tips for growing a YouTube channel? Show up consistently and don't stop. you know, just think of it this way. It's like if a show was coming on TV all the time and then it just stopped airing and you never heard anything else about it, that would kind of be shocking, you know? I can think about right now, Jeff Lewis always created a show. I think it was called Flipping It Out. And I don't even know how many episodes, drop in the comments if you ever watched it, but I don't even know how many episodes would air in that season. But the last episode would just end. It would just be a done episode, and then nothing else would be said about it. Every single season was like that, and it was really devastating. I'm like, weird, where did it go? And then it's like you never heard anything else about it. That's kind of what I think about. So if you're not consistent, it won't grow. If you don't show up, nobody will show up. You know what I mean? Type thing. So if you want it to grow, you got to show up. That's the biggest tip. So, all right, about my brand, my product line is Blush Beauty. So what inspired you to start it? Okay, so this is cool. It kind of hit me last week that I really, and I don't even know when this vlog is going to air. I think there's already a vlog most recent on my channel of like my summer series type thing, but it was like a solo vlog. I suffer with severe anxiety. Like, it's almost crippling to a way, but I'm also a very like high functioning person with anxiety. So it's kind of weird because it can be very crippling, but it can also be like this passive, like nobody knows, you know? And so I started making a body care line for myself because I was buying so much of it, and I was like, I feel like I can make this myself, because I kept running out of it and then I never had any more. And so I was like, let me just try it. So for 2 years, like two and a half years ago, I think, I started like playing around with making my own products from like kitchen ingredients that I had. And they were okay. It was pretty good. And then it evolved into like me trying new things and me searching and figuring out what would work. And so then the product line and now has just like had this evolution of its like living life. And now it's so beautiful. But I created it because I personally just wanted to know, if I do run out, is there something at home that will replace that? And so I can get to the store to get me more. But then it became so good that I was like, man, other women need to try this and use it. And then that turned into, let me sell it. And so after a year of making it myself, I made a batch and I sent it to a lot of people for no cost. A lot of my people in my community. So if you're not familiar with it, you can go to my website and get into the private community. I do live content there that I don't talk about or post anywhere else. And I sent it all to them, and they gave me really good feedback and pros and cons to all of it. And I was like, okay, so I made some adjustments, and then I launched it. And then it was kind of like on demand. Whenever somebody wanted it, I just made it, right? But now I'm to a point of, after doing that for a whole year, I was like, okay, this is not really working. I feel like I just need to make a bunch, and then I'll launch it, sell out, and then make more. So that's kind of the phase I'm at right now. So I just had my second launch, and it's going really well. We're currently in it. By the time this video airs, I don't know, my product just launched today. So I don't know, it might already be sold out, but you can go to my website and check it out. But now we, ever evolving, have soap, we have whipped Shea products, we have body butters now, and sugar scrubs, and it's just divine. But I took a shower the other day and I found myself in tears because I had a meltdown the night before, and I was like, you know what, my shower time is my sacred time, and it actually makes me feel so happy and relaxed and zen. And I feel like my products really represent that, because they allow you to really look forward to that routine. So that's kind of how it started. That's what inspired it. How do you choose the ingredients for your products? You know what? The best ingredients that you could use on your body, if you were looking at, by the way, oh, orders are coming in. If you were looking at what to eat, you know, you're looking at the label. If you know, things like that, right? You're looking at products used on your body. You want it to be the best that it can be. So I think about the longevity of your skin. So what products can you use in your body care that's actually going to help your skin have more life and actually look more awake and live, you know, and hydrated, and not just look, but is. And so that's kind of where I went with that. Just doing a lot of digging and research for body care, skin care, what our body needs, what it's missing, what we can't have enough of, you know, things like that. So that's kind of what inspired that as well. Yeah, for the ingredients. So yeah, just doing a lot of research and development, which takes a lot of time. I've also learned as a business owner that you're going to fail a lot. And but in order to succeed and see progress, you have to do it again. So I did find that out, and I found myself giving up a lot, and my husband was in my corner and my best friends were in my corner, and they were like, you cannot give up, like you're so silly, like stop it, do it again. And I'm like, you just don't understand, I've wasted so much money. And they're like, so what? You know, my husband would come home and he was like, you know what, I lost X amount of dollars today because of XYZ. And I'm like, I know, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I just want to have good ingredients so it makes my customers very happy with the results. So that keeps them coming back for more, you know? Which beauty product is your personal favorite and why? The sugar scrub, just the signature sugar scrub. It's raw, it's good, it's nice, it's still very luxurious. Then to follow that up is probably my soap, because I just launched my soap and it is very divine, like divine. I have been buying very natural, clean soap for probably, I don't know, maybe, gosh, I don't know how long. It's been a long time, over 10 years. And, you know, and it's been very addictive, and I love it because it makes my skin feel really, really good. So I've bought like boutique type soap, you know what I mean? Like good things like that, like kind of like what I make right now. And I never thought soap would be on my radar until my husband was like, you need to make some soap. And I was like, really? I don't know. That seems really hard. And I just didn't want to fail, you know, but I did it. I tried and I tried again and again and again. It was like 9 batches I did and they were horrific, and lots of products and ingredients I went through. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite. The original sugar scrub, just our Blush Beauty sugar scrub. It's divine. It's just my favorite. It was my first, you know, and then my soap. I love it. And I love all of them though, to be honest. That's why I make them. So can you share any skincare tips for using your products? Yes, it is a technique called dry oil. I found this out by watching another vlog, and I think it was like a vlog that maybe Vogue or somebody did with Kylie Jenner and Khloe Kardashian. And I was listening to it, and I was listening to their skincare routine, and anything I listen to, I'm like a sponge. I soak it up, I learn from it, and I try at my best to execute the best I know how. And it's through trial and error, but they were saying how they have a shower routine and they do dry oil. And every time I say it, I feel like I'm botching it, but dry oiling, that technique, every shower routine. And I was like, what the heck is this? And so it's funny because I think that Kylie said it first, and then Khloe was like, what do you do? And then she told her, and she's like, me too. I do the same thing. I didn't know you did that. So basically you take your shower, do your whole routine, and then turn the water off, take oil. And I just have a pump bottle in my shower because I pump a little bit out and I do sections of my body at a time. But you just want to put either coconut oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, good skincare oil to your body. You know what I mean? And so you take one of those oils on your skin, and your skin's still wet in the shower. You put that all over your body, and then you let your body just absorb. You don't even dry your skin off. So otherwise you're just stripping the natural like hydration properties like off your skin, which is so sad. So you do that, and then you can take a towel, and once that's kind of absorbed in a minute, you're gonna have these like water bubbles on your body. Take your towel and just like kind of pat dry. And then after you do that, you can go in with your body butter or your lotion of choice. I prefer butter because it's a thicker, more hydrating, luxurious feel than a lotion. That's my preference. So that is my tip to using my products that I've curated, is because that's going to honestly give you the best results long term. Like doing a shower at night and then doing that technique, doing your butter, going to bed, waking up in the morning, and you don't really even have to do more butter. You know what I mean? Like you can just go in with something more lighter and do the same thing. Like it just feels really good. It sticks with you and it helps your skin like really be its best self. So I love that. All right, so we're gonna talk about some work-life balance. So how do you balance running a business, creating content, and family life? I don't do it well. I don't feel like at all. I feel like I struggle in this category a lot because, you know, working at home is a huge benefit. I love being able to work from my personal space because it's kind of like at my fingertip anytime I want to. But then also that's a con because you're home, you get very sidetracked. So I have to really schedule out my work and have certain days a week where I'm like, today's the day that I'm gonna pick up the video camera and I'm gonna be in my room recording this particular content. Also, I like to pick up the camera when I'm in the middle of something real life, and I'll capture that too. So it's really a struggle, but I try my best, and I feel like I suck at it sometimes, and then some days I'm like, dang, I did a really good job this week, you know, or today, or whatever that looks like. But it's definitely challenging. And then family life, I just have to know when I'm off, and that's also really hard, you know, because even if I'm at home and I'm not working, there's house stuff to be done. There's, you know, responsibilities here that I have to also take care of. And so I find that, like, I could be hanging out with the kids, or I could be doing house stuff. Oh, I could be working, you know, that type of thing. But I just try to batch as much as I can. And when I say that, like, I'll take hours and do one major thing and knock out as much as I can, so that'll last me several days, and then I can do odds and end things with work to kind of keep up in life. But I also have help around the house, which is good. I have a housekeeper that comes in once a week, and I've done that for over 12 years. I'm very grateful and thankful that we've been able to provide to have that, because I got that when I was first pregnant, and I was like super low on energy, and I was undiagnosed as a type 1 diabetic. And so because of that, I was like, I just need help. I didn't know why I was so tired and like crashing midday, so I had help with like taking care of the house. And so we've just had that since having kids. It really helps me a lot. But also the kids are now 10 and 8. And they have responsibilities they have to do every day. I'm not a fairy. I remind them, I'm not just this magical fairy like I have been when you were little. You know, you have now responsibilities. So they do a lot more than they used to. And they're required to really do that. You know, we want to make sure that we have full participation around here. So, and luckily I have a super amazing husband too. So he picks up whatever slack I'm, you know, filling out. So we make a good team. What is a typical day like for you? So a typical day during the summer, which is right now, I get between 7 and 8. Naturally, I don't set an alarm. I just wake up. So do the kids. And we have kitchen hours that the kitchen is opened or closed. And so by 9 o'clock, the kitchen is open. So whatever time you wake up until 9, you can get breakfast, you can do your thing in the kitchen, and then it opens back up from 11 to 1. So then that's time for me to make the kids lunch or whatever happens in between those hours. Kind of gives us some flexibility. So if we're running late for lunch or something, and then from 5 to 7, the kitchen's back open for dinner. And it's just not mentally me saying that. That is like literally, I say that out loud. I'm like, the kitchen's open right now. The kitchen is closed. You know, I'll turn off the lights. So that kind of gives some type of like indication, like, oh, the kitchen's closed right now or whatever. But I also like the lights off anyways. I just think it's very relaxing and calming. I'm always trying to create a calm atmosphere. But it really is, my morning routine is taking care of all the animals around the house. So I have indoor and outdoor pets. And so just taking care of that, taking out the trash, washing whatever dishes. I've not had a dishwasher for many, many years. So in this house, until the kitchen gets remodeled, these are my dishwashers. So just taking care of any other dishes. I always straighten up the home. So beds are made, things like that. And the kids are doing their full responsibilities. And a lot of the day consists of me fussing and yelling. So yeah, that's really fun. So that's a typical day. I cook dinner twice a week, like a full, like real dinner twice a week. My sister and her husband and kids my nephews have been living here for over 1.5 years while they're building their home. And so she cooks as well. The first year we cooked 5 nights out of the week. It was too much. This year we went to 3 nights out of the week, and then the other nights would be leftovers or takeout or go out or something easy, you know, that we could make. And then, yeah, so, and then when summer starts, alarm goes off for sure. My feet need to hit the floor at 6, so 5:45, 6. And then kids and I are back home in the afternoon, and then it's homework and it's dinner and it's crazy town. So yeah, that's kind of a typical day. But for kids, I wanted to make sure I could be hands-on like all the time. Then whoever I married, you know, obviously I have an amazing husband, but when I was younger I was like, whoever I marry, I just want us to tag team. And so that's what we've really done. So, and then the kids get tutored 3 days a week, and then when school starts back, they do 2 days a week, and we had the luxury to have that here at our house, which is fabulous. And then we have sports 3 nights out of the week as well. So the boys do jiu-jitsu and Maddox races. So yeah, lots of things like that is happening. It's like a typical day. All right, another question was, how do you stay organized and manage your time effectively? Whew, that's a lot. Organization starts with organizing, period. Like, even my husband laughs a lot because he's like, you bring home a box and then stuff comes out of the box and then goes in a bin in the cabinet. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I take things and put them in this for this purpose. So I am very like big into like things need to have a home. I don't like it. So I don't even like it when closets are unorganized. Like, once a week I go through the home and I reorganize things. Drawers, closets, anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not big on like stuffing things places and you don't know. Amazon helps a lot. They have a lot of organization things. I get on Pinterest and get inspired to have ideas. And I do my best to try to declutter. I'm a big throwaway person. You can ask anybody in my family. You know, if you leave even a cup on the counter and it's there for like 30 minutes and nobody's come to grab it, it's garbage. Unless it's like a cup, you know what I mean? But if it's like a throwaway cup, it's gone. I don't like things out. It bothers me. So I think my OCD is how I stay organized. Personal life, how do you incorporate your faith into your daily life and work? Oh, good question. You know, I need to get better at that. I used to study every single morning once the kids, I think it's better when the kids get back in school because I have a stricter routine. I love to break down my studies in my Bible and have my prayer time. And I personally love to journal. Like, I think I haven't done it in a minute. So this is really hitting me, but take down and I would just like talk about like what happened or what I want to happen and things like that. I just spend time with God and I pray, and I just really try to focus myself on, you know, being the best I can be. And if I keep my cup full, then I know I'll be a better mom and wife. That's what it is. It's not like, you know, I think a lot of people are like, get up early before anybody else when the house is quiet and do your study. I am not a morning person. I can get up, but that is not my brain is still off. I might be walking and doing stuff in the house, but my brain is off. So I'm good around between like 8 and 9. You know what I mean? Like, then I can start doing that. Same for like fitness. I'm just not early riser for that. But I use a study Bible, which I love. And then I love to journal prompt. So that makes me very happy. And then work after that. Give myself like fluctuate, you know, get some work done 3 to 5 hours, whatever window that looks like. And then after that, I'm off for the rest of the day and I'll pick it back up tomorrow. You know what I mean? If I didn't get to it, don't stress it. Favorite way to spend time with your family? Movie night. 100% movie night. I'll always instill that in the kiddos when they were little, and I was like, we don't call it TV necessarily, we call it shows. So the kids are like, I want to watch some shows, I want to watch a movie, and they really look forward to Fridays because we strive to do that once on the weekend for all 4 of us to sit down and watch a movie. In my bed, like Alan and I are in here, and the kids, like, we just snuggle and watch a movie, or on the couch or wherever. But movie nights for sure, that is my favorite time ever. Everybody has to be showered, so get a shower, get your robe on. I'm very big on a robe, like that's a whole thing. Very excited about movie night. I love that so freaking much. How do you stay optimistic and positive? Interesting. ChatGPT knows that about me. These questions are spot on. So I try to always look at the cup half full. Everything could be worse. I try to keep things in perspective. I'm like, if something's falling apart, I'm like, you know what? Somebody has it worse than we do. You know what I mean? I just try to think of it that way. And I'm like, well, we can only make it better. You know what I mean? But it's really hard when you're kind of like in a sour mood about something bad that's happened. So when you're always the one being positive and optimistic, so that is a hard thing. But then I typically snap out of it. Like, I'm a high functioning XYZ, right? If I have been depressed or sad or moody or anxious, I'm still very high functioning though. Like, I still am doing things, which is very bizarre to me. Still am doing things. So honestly, I just keep moving. I keep moving, and I have kids and my husband to show up for every day. So I just want to keep going. What are some of your self-care routines? What is your self-care routine? So my self-care routine looks like doing quiet time with me. So I go in my beauty room and I shut my door and I make an announcement through the home. And I'm like, mommy's taking a shower. Mommy's going to be in her office for a little bit. You know, I'm doing my nails. Y'all just hang out. I'll be out later. You know, anybody can come in there. It's fine. But I give people a heads up. So that kind of sets the mood for what's happening. I kind of do that. They know, like, okay, mommy needs a minute. Self-care routine looks like I do my nails. I either pluck or tweeze in my face. Getting my magnified mirror makes me happy. I take a nice long hot shower. I typically am a shower person than more of a bath. And I just get my robe and I get cozy and I come in my bed with my heating pad. And after I do my skincare, and I lay in my bed and I watch a reality TV show. I love Housewives. like all the franchises I watch, and I love like just a good movie, just, you know, something that I can find, and I love watching YouTube. Love, that's self-care for sure. Maintain a clean and organized space. Housekeeper once a week comes, so that forces us. On Saturday mornings, if we're home, which we typically are about 80% of the time, don't have anywhere to go, I go through the house and I do a whole clean sweep. And then in the mornings, we take like 30 minutes and we clean and do a whole clean sweep around the house, and then we do that every single night before bed. So as long as I do it in the morning and I do it at night, and then I do it on Saturdays where I can get everything kind of organized back in order, you know, and we have the house like a deep clean on Thursday. So that really helps me stay together. Or go to healthy meals or snacks. Well, for 4.5 years, I've not had any meat. And 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, which is type 1 diabetes. That's kind of different for me because I used to eat meat and high protein meals. So now my healthier snacks are, since I don't have meat, I am back to eating fish or eggs. So I'll have a boiled egg, or I'll make like a happy egg. I don't call them deviled eggs. I just think that sounds awful. So I call them happy eggs. I make that. I have a cheese stick, lettuce wrap, a little leftover, a little tofu, a little cabbage. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to tag some things. I'm going to put Pinterest in the bottom here, and I'm going to link some of my favorite little recipes that I have found that are like healthy little meals and snacks that we make as a household. But get on my email list. So go to my website and get on my email list, because every single Monday I try to, now I miss Monday sometimes, but I send out like, you know, a beauty email, just something to update you guys on beauty. I also add our family meal plan for the week, so it's super helpful. But I have a lot of alternatives like that. I try to not eat carbs anymore because it affects my blood sugar, but girl, I could eat lettuce and my blood sugar spikes. So there's no right or wrong thing. Like some good, just like easy grab healthy snacks. I don't know. I don't really have a good clear answer for that, but yeah, I do love coffee though. That's not really healthy. That's not really a snack or meal. But anyways, I will tag some things in the bottom. We just have a few more questions. What's your go-to outfit for a busy day? Leggings and a sports bra, 100%, and a cardigan, like a little cover up all day long. And I have leggings and this cute little shirt that like flares right here all day. I love leggings, but they can kind of mess you up sometimes because they always fit so well. You never know when you are fluctuating your weight, so that's kind of tough. But I love leggings. Definitely a sports bra because my boobies sag more now. It's so sad. Breastfeeding sucked the life out of them. So yeah, anyways, that's my go-to. And then, how do you stay updated with fashion and trends? I do not. I just see what I like. You know, I do follow a lot of people online that have a lot of great fashion tips or beauty things, and I love that. And it definitely gives me some inspiration. But I don't get myself stuck in a spot where I'm like, I have to do that, or I'm bleh. You know what I mean? So I buy what I enjoy. I'm more of like a capsule wardrobe type girly. I buy things for colors that I like to wear, and that makes it really easy. So if I buy them any store, I'm shopping for black, tan, blush pink, or white, and that's it. Honestly, buy any other shades because then I can mix and match. But as long as I feel good in the outfit, then I feel like you are your best self. So I do follow a lot of people that have great inspiration on things, so I think that's super fun. I'm not a stickler on that. Can you share any jewelry making tips? No, and I don't even know why this thinks I make jewelry. I have no idea how to make jewelry. I buy my jewelry, I'll tell y'all. Shea Hayward is my best friend, and she is a jewelry designer and makes phenomenal pieces. I actually don't have her pieces on right now. I got these in the Bahamas, and I just thought this little wood piece was so cute. You should see. My jewelry collection is stupid, and I have so much, and I'm obsessed with it, and I wear all of it. She makes beautiful jewelry. You can check out her YouTube channel. She shares a lot of cool things on there, and she loves fashion and stuff too. So yeah, anyway, she has great jewelry making tips. I do not. Okay, and then how do you manage taking care of both cats and dogs? You know, we now use Chewy for all of our delivery services. I used to always buy my stuff at Target all the time. I was at Target all the time. Once a week I was restocking on anything animal related, and then it got to the point where I was like, this is dumb. Why am I here so much, just running in here for this? And then I would get other stuff that I didn't need. So Chewy does all of our deliveries. They do everything from flea and tick, they do the litter box stuff, they do the food, they do their vitamins, they do anything and everything, shampoo, conditioner, all the stuff. So I buy everything from Chewy, and I have it on auto ship, and I love that because sometimes it comes on you and I'm like, oh dang, I did need that. Yes, it's here, you know? Or I can manage my auto ship. So I can pause it, start it, whatever. But I do love doing that. And, you know, it's just, you know, taking care of them, giving them a safe space and a cozy environment. If I would like it, they would like it. So if I take vitamins, they take vitamins. They have wet and dry food, so do I. You know what I mean? They have cozy blankets and things too, so do I. So honestly, I just kind of treat them as like, you know, they deserve the best. So that's how I do it. We recently have a cat villa outside and we have a cat condo inside. So they all have their own personal spaces and they're very happy with that. Any fun stories about your pets, and then what is your pet's favorite thing to do? So I'll combine both of these, and then this has been a really fun Q&A. Fun stories, honestly, is Alan never wanted animals. Like, not that he didn't want animals, he just didn't like cats. So when we were first married, we had bloodhounds that we got when we were dating together. They were really sweet and cute and amazing, and we had one, and then the next year we got another one. Both brothers. And they were outside, and they were the best dogs ever. Maddox had the luxury of like being with them for almost the first year and a half of his life, until they passed. So we had them for a long time. He was like, I will never have a cat, never have a cat. And I grew up with cats and I'm obsessed with all animals, but I never pushed it because I was like, he might actually really hate cats and might hurt my cat. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to go there. And we moved in to this house in 2017, and my mom was here with the kiddos while we were both working, and there was a kitten in our driveway. We're out in the middle of the woods. Here comes this cat, you know? So the cousins were here. They found it, and it was wild. And Mom was like wild at the idea of it happening. And I was like, no, 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 no. Like, don't bring it inside. Alan's going to lose his mind. Alan was already losing his mind. Because I had kind of told him, I was like, Mom found a kitten. He was like, don't you dare bring that thing inside. So what Mom did, she loaded up the kids. They went to the Dollar Tree, and they got litter box, and little bowls for it. And she got the crate from outside and brought it in and like set up a whole spot. So when we both got home from work, Alan got home before me and I got home later, the cat was already set up inside. He was about to die. He was like, what is happening? So that cat today, her name is Macy, and she is obsessed with Alan. He sits down, she's on his chest. She's our female cat, our only female cat inside, or animal inside, period. Anyways, funniest story, because he was not on board for it and so against it. But then I was like, oh my gosh, the cat's inside. We have to keep it. But now that's turned into it. I'm like, yes, that got me in. So now I rescue cats, and they just fall into our lap. Somehow they end up on our property. They end up at his shop, or most recently they were at my cousin's house, like kittens. So it just happens. And then we get a mama cat. She gets pregnant before we can get her fixed. And now we have more kittens, you know. So anyways, but we literally had 18 or 19 cats at one time, between inside and outside. We only have 3 inside. A lot of them have just disappeared or passed away because of something happening out in the woods to them, which was super tragic. And so now that's why we built the cat villa. So they have an indoor and outdoor space that's air conditioning, and they love it and safe. And we have 3 out there, and they are living their best. So that's the way I tend to keep it now. I want to keep my pets alive forever. But my favorite thing for my pets to do is be under my feet. So if I'm in the villa, they're right beside me on my lap or right under my feet. And they just want to play and just snuggle. Inside, our cats love to be on our beds. They love our beds. And Timber, our dog inside, girl, he's at my feet every day. He's right here beside me sleeping. So yeah, that's what they love to do. And yeah, that's it. So this was a really fun Q&A. If you were into this at all, just leave me a comment and be like, I'm so into this. Give me some feedback on it. Thought this was really fun. I will get better at asking y'all questions on my stories on IG, or maybe you rather have it here on the platform in the community tab. Maybe I can do it there. But yeah, just I'm always curious what you want to ask or whatever. So if you like this type of thing, then I can get better at it and ask y'all way ahead of time. But ChatGPT, I felt like gave me some good things because it kind of knew me, you know. It was super fun and amazing. But if you want to support my channel, just hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the thumbs up. That shows that you support here and you like it, and that lets me know what you want to see next. But go to amberlykins.com, shop all my beauty products. I know you're gonna love it, and hopefully if things are not sold out, hopefully we did sell out, I don't know, but I'll do a restock, so get on my email list. And also our text, so you don't miss anything. Nothing spam, only send good stuff and good important things out. So I love you guys. You're the best. thank you for being here. Love you.
Can I wear my four-wheeler?
When I'm done doing this video, for sure. I feel like when I see my battery flashing, I have to like talk faster. I was like, I just need to change it because there's no way I can get through that question without it shutting off. So that is, personally, did I just lose all of my questions? Like, what just happened? Oh no. Oh, there it is, found it.